Squad up. Welcome to the Breakfast Club, everyone. Your boy, Money on deck. Hope everyone's having a great morning. Welcome, y'all. Let's see who we catch on this morning on the live stream. Make sure you get yourself a cup of that coffee, official cup, Aquarium Monster merch, y'all. Breakfast Club. Make sure you pick one of these up. The link is always in the description. I'm trying to set up this chat over here. Yeah. So how's everybody doing this morning? Hope everybody's having a great time. Shout out to everyone who was hanging out last night, early morning flow. It was a very good night. All my brothers and sisters that broke leg with me. Setting up the chat real quick, y'all. We're gonna see if we set up a hangout, see if anybody wanna jump in, we'll make it happen. Okay. How's the lighting, everyone? How's the lighting? How's the sound? Don't forget to smash that like button for your boy. Make sure you smash that like button, y'all. My brother Joe in the house. Drama D in the house. What's up, my brothers? How y'all doing? So yes, y'all. Breakfast Club. We got the fish cams on deck. I'm excited. We got fish cams on deck, so we can give you guys a different dimension to the fish room now. We can, have chats. We can show off tanks. Drama D says good, sitting at the hall, waiting for a job call. That's what's up, my brother. Good luck on that job call. Hope you get to pick something up today, my brother. Make sure y'all get yourself a coffee. Cup of some coffee, y'all. Aquarium Monster, Breakfast Club, coffee mug debut, official. Got it in red. Two-tone in the back right here. So let me show y'all fish can. Start out with the fresh water. Check out the angels and discus set up right here. Nice coffee cup. That's what's up. I appreciate it, my brother. Check out the merchandise, y'all. What's up, my brother OG Fisherman in the house? Squad up. How you doing, my brother? Rip, how you doing, my brother? Good morning, good morning. forget to smash that like button for your boy. Love is love always, not sometimes. You already know. Rip says, hey peeps, how's everyone? HPS Aquatic says hi. Drama D says rip. OG says rip, rip. So how y'all doing this morning, y'all? How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a great morning. Hope your tanks, hope your fish, hope your family, everybody's having a great day. Apologize for the background noise, y'all. Gonna get this little quick hour live stream in, and then I'm gonna do a quick run around. Rip says, yeah, you just chilling here. That's what's up, my brother. Appreciate you guys coming through. That is the merchandise link right there, y'all. OG Fishing says, yo, kid, we just got back from Georgia for the weekend. It is lovely down there. That's what's up, my brother. How you got there? You took a flight out there? Let's switch over to the saltwater cam, y'all. I'm excited about the fish cams, y'all. Excited about the fish cams, y'all. Y'all already know. Morning, Al. Good morning. Good morning to everyone, y'all. Don't forget to smash that like button for your boy. I need that signature. I need everybody to know who's been in the building. Check out the little saltwater setup, looking good right now. Gotta take a good look. There's a couple of new guys in there. Check out the psychedelic Mandarin. Good morning, my brother. Good morning. Check out the Mandarin right there. OG Fishroom says, yes, sir, 2 hours, quick flight. That's what's up, my brother. I'm glad you got to go and enjoy it. What you was doing, checking out the crib, making sure everything is going good. Drummer says, those fish cams must be nice, being able to flip around cam to cam. Yes, man, I love it. I love the fish cam options. It's you know, you can entertain with tanks, you give different people different views. The best of both worlds. I got the salt water and the fresh water. Rip says, can you move the cam a little easy? What cam? Your cams can move, yes, I think they'll be moving around. But I got them right now set up to have just that still image. Al says, looks like a saltwater walking skate. Yeah, it's still the only spot I have to stable the cameras. There's no spots near the tank where I can stable it. I have to stable them from tables, so that's why you see them in a little distance like this. But basically just to be able to switch over, give people a different look sometimes. What up, my brother Kev C Aquarium Squad? Up, my brother. How you doing? Appreciate you coming through. I want to give that saltwater side view right there so y'all can see the little mountain cliff right there that they swim through. How you doing, Perry? How you doing, everyone that stepped up in here? Appreciate you coming through. Don't forget to smash that like button for your boy. Love this love, always, not sometimes. OG says, yup, we close on the house and hang out with some friends. That's what's up, my brother. I'm glad you had a great time out there, bro. Perry says, great, that's what's up. I'm glad you're doing great. Al says, congrats on the closing. Drama D says, Perry. Let's go back over here, y'all, because we're going to do some more merch unbagging live, y'all. Let's check out these merchandise, Aquarium Monster merchandise. Like I said, I'm going to drop the link right there just in case you guys want to pick up something in the future. Smash that like button, y'all. Smash that like button for your boy. So let's see what we got right here. My brother Ruben, squad up. Oh, yeah. We got the official hoodie, Aquarium Monster joint right here, y'all. I'm hyped. Official Aquarium Monster hoodie, y'all. Check it out. Aquarium Monster hoodie. Got fish. It's official. Got the hoodie, got fish. In the back it says, you already know. In the back it says, squad up, y'all. Love is love always, not sometimes. So we got the cool Aquarium Monster sweater in red. I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this. Let's open up the next one. Smash that like button, y'all. Yes, thank you, my brother. OG says, I like those cans. E. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it. Rip says, hey, peeps, 9 watching, 5 thumbs. Please smash the thumbs up. Yes, y'all. Smash the thumbs up. Where the love at? I know we got some flies on the wall, but shoot, flies, shoot. Where the real love at? Where my real brothers and sisters at? Lacey says, hey, y'all. What's up, Lacey? Rip says, hey, Jeff. OG says, sup, AR. Ruben says, merchandise, check it out. Drama D says, Lacey. Lacey says, hey, Drama. Ruben says, squad up. 10 for the free shipping. Yes, y'all. And here goes the gray one right here. There goes the gray one right here with my boy. Hellboy, you already know. Logo right there. So I picked this one up in gray, which is official. I'm hyped, y'all. So this is basically the logo right here. Then we got, you already know, squad up in the back. Gotta practice what you preach. Squad up. Love is love always, not sometimes, y'all. So yeah, man. Nice stick. Feels like it's warm. I got my hoodie. I got my shirts. It's a wrap. Now I gotta get some hats done. Hashtag Hellboy, you already know. Everyone hit the like button. You already know. American Reefer, everybody, I appreciate y'all. Now let's jump right back to the webcam. Check out the freshwater setup. That's what we do, y'all. We entertain, y'all. That's what it's about. Having a good time. Good morning. Everyone say what's up to each other. Give me a quick second, y'all. Paying attention to the chat. Give me a quick second. I got t-shirts. I got all that comfortable stuff, Rip. I'll at the website. Get a coffee mug.
What's poppin', everyone? What's poppin'? Moving. What's up, Rip Band? What's up, OG? Drama Z. I'm playing my game. That's why I'm not in the camera. Yeah, what's poppin'? How's your day going? I'm playing Apex. I'm playing Apex. That Fortnite got me stressed the beep out. Yeah, I just got home not that long ago. It was an ENT appointment to receive, eye news from this doctor. Got me all stressed out with his little comments. Wow, Ruben, are you serious? Your son was saying, I think your daughter wanted to play with me. Then he said, oh, my mic broke. And I'm like, damn. You know what you're going to have to do? You're going to have to get yourself a whole set. Like, get him a $20 mic and get yourself some good-ass expensive one. And then you hold that down and put it away. Because telling you, kids think that is cheap and it's not. Yeah, $70. I feel you. The controller itself be like 50, 60 almost. And worse if you want it customized, that should be like $80. I'm like, damn, bro, it's just a controller. And then it starts acting retarded after like 3 months later. Those controllers don't even last like that long. You know what I'm gonna have to do is put his ass. Cógelo suave, cógelo suave. Man, I'm telling you, it's not easy. My oldest got three. I rock with one. The girls have one. The girls destroyed the third one. I don't know what happened to it, but I was like, you know what? Lesson learned. So the other one that I have right now is acting up retarded too. But my oldest got the basically me and him is the one surviving. So he be pissed when I like let the girls rock. So I had to get my daughter controller so they could share it or whatever. Because they always want to blame it on each other. So I don't got time for that. I'll be like, yo, the controller gets messed up. That's it. Your ass is out. I'll be tight as an adult and this controller's acting up. And I got it for like a year already. But it's like on FX in the game, it like moves by itself. And I should be getting me tight. Because I'm like, damn, yo, I take care of myself. I eat. I wash my hands. Like, I don't be putting no grease. No, like, we adults, we take care of ourselves. And this thing's acting retarded. Like, I'll be tight. Yeah, yeah, Ruben, you gotta do that, man. I'm telling you, you got to. Like my headset, I gotta buy another headset though, cause I like the one that I have, but it's one go over there, Papa. It's one-sided, right? So when I'm playing with people, no, it's cold there, Papa. It's cold. Go over there. Go to the room. When I play the game, you know, the headset is only in one ear, so everything's on my right ear. So I'll be like, they're coming to the right, they're coming to the right. And I hear the other guys like, what are you talking about, Abuelita? They're coming to the left, they're coming behind us. I'm like, yo, bro, I got this eye headset. There's only much that I could do. Everybody is coming from one side. They be cracking up. I'm like, so I gotta get the ones that have the two little headphones in my ear in order for me to know who's coming from my left, who's coming from the back, who's coming from the right. I'm like, this is some bull crap. I'm over here thinking the headset's gonna tell me regardless of sound effect. Nope. So I'm like, great. What they do just for us to waste money. Yeah, Ruben, nah, he's good. My son plays. My oldest plays with anybody. He likes to actually play with more adults than with kids and stuff. When he hears the kids' voice, forget it. He be running away from that. But he also ain't grimy. Sometimes he be like, screw it. These kids be nasty with it too, so he be playing with them too. But he choose who he plays with. Like if he knows the kid is cool, is good at it, he'll mess with it. He's like, it's just that his squeaky voice. Like any kid that has a squeaky voice that drives him crazy. I'm like, yo, bro, you can't be like that. But he'll set the request and he'll play with you. You just let him know, like, oh, hey, I know your father. He will like, I bet he'll be even more hyped. He will like, all right, let's play. He'll play. It's funny because I don't let him play on school days, but what he does, he be slick with it. He be like, yo, they got new mission lists. Can we play together? Because he knows that if he plays with me, he's rocking. He's playing with me. The minute he be like, oh, can I play with my friend? He sees my face. He's like, just forget about it. I'm like, yo, bro, it's cool. Play yourself. And Rick Van, you funny. He was like, go buy yourself one. The kid, his son gonna be like, I don't even got a job, dad. What's up, Biggie? Yeah, he got two game tags. He plays on. Then which one is the one that he plays? Bronze Savage is the one in Xbox, and then in on Nintendo Switch, he's on Hit on Them, something like that. Somewhere name. DJ, hello, hello, hello. He like, go over there with that ball. I'm not having that over here, Papa. No, no, no. I don't want to let you. No.
Shout out to everyone in the chat. Big Easy, TJ, Rip, Ruben. What's up? Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to place the camera a little bit closer. Like, don't hear about it. TJ said Molly's look so healthy in the saltwater curve. Yeah, they definitely do. They're doing great. I'm loving how the text is coming out and coming out on YouTube. I did it like that so nothing could jump out. Thank you, Ruben. All right, TJ, have a great day, my brother. Rick says, yeah, Mollies do very well in salt water. Yeah, that's cool, man. Anybody want to join the Hangout, let me know. I'm about to drop the link. Anybody want to jump on? You guys are more than welcome. Mm-hmm. What up? Say what's up, everybody. So smash that like button. Baby Eli, y'all. And ding, ding, ding. Back to the fish cam we go.
The elephant tail.
Loving it. I'm loving the fish cam.
I love the fish cam.
Loving the fish cam, y'all. I'm loving the fish cam.
I love the fish cam. I love the fish cam. I love the fish cam.
Eli. Rick, my brother, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Hey E, how you doing? Can you hear me, buddy?
Yeah, good. How you doing?
Okay, so we'll try this, and if it messes up, I'll just jump off.
Right, hopefully everything will hang out. But nobody's here, no kids are here in the house sucking up power.
Yeah. So nice saltwater setup, man.
Thank you. Yeah, so the reason I fill it up all the way is because I'm scared that, it's going to hop out.
Say again? Your microphone, something changed with your microphone, like you there, E?
Yeah, could you hear me?
Yeah, but your microphone sounds a little muffled than what it usually does.
I don't know, man. Let me see. How does this sound?
That's a little better, a little clearer.
How about now?
Same.
Yeah, those are my only options. Like I said, probably gotta add all the cameras now.
So,
what about now?
Not there. He's not there.
Same.
Same?
It sounds like a little bit distortion, like it's not clear. Like you used to be much. I think you used to be much clearer before. Like.
I don't know. Like I said, I added all these cameras. Probably that has nothing to do with it.
Okay. No, this one's better. Oops, I hear an echo. Somebody.
It's not an echo
got
on me.
Playing on YouTube.
Hear me? Yeah.
I don't know.
Sorry.
Sounds windy on your side, they say.
Yeah, let me just move over. How's that? How about now? Is it okay?
Yeah. You can still hear like some.
Is that
wind.
better or?
I can hear you, but you can still hear like a little wind in the background.
Is it better or is it the same?
Nah, it's better.
Okay, so all right, so I'll just stay away from the fan because it's too hot here. So I run a fan.
So it's windy like you outside.
Oh, sorry about that.
How you doing, Vanessa? How you
sorry
doing?
About that. Go ahead, E.
No, I'm just saying what's up to everyone that just came in.
Just let me know if you guys still hear the wind full blast, and if that's the case, I'll switch up mics or something.
You hear like a little bit of wind still. And more, how you doing, my brother?
What up, what up?
Long time, my friend. What's going on?
Being a little bit sick, working hard, but it's okay.
I'm mad at you.
And I just woke up and I saw your stream was online, and I saw a nice invitation on Hangouts. I think now I have to jump in.
Vanessa says she's got a custom 85-gallon tank set up. Congrats. Congrats, Vanessa. Check out these sweet koi, y'all. Check out the koi. Looking good, man. Check out those beauties, y'all. Slow motion.
Yeah, probably the bandwidth is too high. Wait, maybe I can set it to HDO SD. Quality is less, but maybe YouTube will catch up with it.
Yeah, they were looking good though, man. That fish is looking good. So how many you have in there?
I thought it's 23 at the moment.
Wow.
Too much, by the way. Too much fish for that small kind of pond, but
Vanessa says, "Hey, Pond, looking good, Pond."
Thanks. And this is, by the way, live. So they're waking up. Winter is ending over here. Water is starting to warm up.
I know. I'm seeing them moving around nice. They got the nice color to them. Look at those colors, y'all.
Right, you can see some of them laying on the bottom.
Wow. And how deep is that?
Oh man, what was it? 7 foot? I'm not sure anymore. I drown it. I drown in it when I stand in it, and I'm a pretty tall guy, so I have to calculate it.
That's a pretty deep pond, man. It looks like they in a well, like they in a deep. It looks crazy.
Pond, it warmed up where you are? Because the fish seem like they're not hibernating anymore.
No, exactly. They're waking up. Let's see, the pond is 6 feet and 2.8 inches.
Wow.
Well, a little bit deeper, even in the middle, because it's cone shaped at the bottom, so the debris gets out better.
And that all the way in the bottom, in the middle, is that like a drain hole or something?
That's how it's called, a bottom drain. So it's a lid, and it's about ½ an inch high, and that's where the mess goes in and goes to the filtration system.
Wow, interesting.
But you can see there's still a lot of white stuff on the bottom, but that's because the fish are not moving enough now. Usually it all flushes away.
Gotcha.
And usually you have some dead spots in the corners where there's more mess.
Good morning, JH Aquatics. Thank you for joining the Breakfast Club. How you doing, my brother?
JH, welcome in.
Oh yeah, man. Those guys got some awesome colors. Look at those shots right there. And how many camera angles you got in there?
It's a moving camera, so I can choose.
So that's dope, man. That's dope. See, I need that in my life. How much you pay for a camera that moves like that?
Well, it was pretty cheap. I thought it was $139. So it's a security camera. A dome camera usually you put on the wall, and you can use a joystick to move around with it. But I made it in a floaty. It's not supposed to be underwater, but it works.
Wow. And you can connect that to like a laptop or computer.
Yeah, it's connected to your network on your Wi-Fi. No, yeah, you can choose Wi-Fi, but that won't work when you're streaming HD. And you can pick it up with your computer, so it's network connected.
Wow. Yeah, that's definitely cool. Oh, we got my other pond brother in the house, Siglet OG.
Mark's in the house. Hi, Mark.
What up, y'all?
What up, my brother?
What's everybody doing this?
You got like a side angle there, my bro, your camera.
Oh, let me see if I can switch it up.
Oh, baby, that arowana looking good.
Hey, OG, how are you?
Doing all right, Rip. Doing all right. How about yourself, man?
Good, just chilling here. It's nighttime for me, so my day is done and just hanging out.
Right on.
So, Pond, what is the oldest and what is the youngest koi you have there?
The oldest one is the butterfly koi. You can see in the screen now on the bottom, the white and gray one. It's 15 years old.
15?
15, yeah.
Wow.
And that's the koi that started the hobby. I bought that one in the DIY store, what also sold fishes, and that got me hooked. And the youngest one, that's a spawn from my own koi. Wait, I have to look them up. Oh, on the left side, the orange one.
Okay.
And that one is not, I think, 2 years, probably
2 years.
2 or
2
3
years
years.
old. Wow. So you haven't bought a koi in 2 years.
Oh, even longer because that's spawn. So
Oh, that's a baby.
That's a baby koi from my koi. Well,
Wow.
I stopped buying fish probably 5 years ago.
So a lot of them are your own babies or your own spawns.
Yep.
Wow.
And I got some people to give me their kois when they stopped their hobby. I had some customers that were moving out. They got a new house and they couldn't afford a new pond. And they just asked me, would you like to take all my kois? So that's how I got new kois. I used to have, I thought it was 12, and I got 11 for free last year, 2 years ago.
Wow.
That's why it's so crowded in my pond.
Vanessa said, picked up some more goodies at the Fish Club meeting Friday night to put with the other ones. That's what's up, Vanessa. Always good picking up some cool stuff. Let's check out Cichlid OG set up those monster.
Wow.
Hey, that's the
OG, nice tank, bro.
That's the one I just set up. I just set that one up about 2 days ago.
That's what's up, my brother.
Yeah, I've been following you.
I'm loving it.
I've been following you, man, and that tank looks sweet. You did a really good job on the paint job and the staining, and I've been following your vids, man. Nice work.
Appreciate it, bro.
That's what I'm talking about, brother. I want a gang.
Yeah, I think he about to start growing. Like now, he can stretch out.
Well, he got a nice thickness to him already too.
Yeah.
He's thick as those sharks right there, boy.
Yeah, they man, them sharks is outgrown, dude.
Yo, but you raised them all together, right? Or you just got all those fish?
Nah, the arowana is the only one I raised. The sharks
Wow.
all rescues.
Wow, that's dope.
Yeah, they outgrew. Like I got two of them at a time from 2 different people, but they basically just outgrew the tanks they were in.
Yeah, I love them too, man. But they do grow fast. Also, they remind me of pacus. When I got them, for some reason, when I got those fish, they just grow fast on me. Pacus and iridescent sharks. The way I guess the way I feed my fish, they just blow up quick.
Yeah, no, their growth rate is pretty fast.
You know, OG, I was thinking those ID sharks would be fantastic for like an outdoor pond, but like if it gets too cold in the winter, they'll die because they're tropical. Yeah. But you know, they would look good outside.
Seriously, I want to put them out there, but I gotta figure out a way to heat it in the winter. If I can find a way to cost effectively heat it in the winter, I'm gonna definitely throw them out in the pond.
How you doing?
You guys don't have. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I just want to say hi to China, hi to everybody in the chat. Someone throw the link for Hangouts. It's not working for me. I don't know who can modify the link. I'm gonna drop it again. But anyway, continue what you was gonna say, Rip. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, like, you guys don't have like heat pumps. I don't know if that's a thing where, like, I don't know if you guys use that in the States. I'm not too sure if you guys use that, but in Canada we use heat pumps, and it would be pretty effective to heat your pond with that, like basically no cost.
Wow.
I've never seen them. I have to look into that.
Say again?
I said I would have to look into that. I've never seen them.
A heat pump is basically like a long tube goes down into the earth because the lower you go, it's about 15 degrees. You know, like it doesn't freeze and it doesn't get hot, it doesn't get cold. So the idea is cool in the summer and warm in the winter. And it's just an electric fan that moves the water through a pipe. You know, so it's pretty cheap.
Okay.
So what do you use to heat? You put like a heater in there?
Me?
Pond and more. What you use?
I got a heat pump.
A heat bulb?
Heat pump, the thing that we're talking about, but you have different kinds. You have a heat pump that uses warmth from groundwater. Then you need pipes that go underneath the ground, use the water, exchange the heat, whatever. What those things work really good in wintertime because you don't have frost that deep. But I have an air-to-air heat pump, so it takes out the heat out of the air, and that heats my pond. It works until it starts freezing 15 degrees below zero. Then it stops working, and then it's not efficient anymore. But we don't have that long and strong winters over here, so heat pump air to air is fine over here for me. It's kind of like an AC system dumped in your pond.
Gotcha.
So you have the perfect guy to ask about it right over here in the Hangouts. Like, how do you install that stuff?
Well, it's a DIY system I made, but I'm into the HVAC building, so I can build whatever I want because I couldn't afford to buy one, and I had some old AC systems and some inox metal coils I can put in my filtration system, and that's how I heat my pond. Wait, I'm gonna check if I have some videos with it. Because I did a DIY on it.
Cool, nice. It's good when you can make stuff happen your own self when you already know how to make things. You know what I mean?
Well, what are the chances of that? Like, talking about heat pumps, and he's right on the Hangouts. Nice.
That's why I asked him, because you mentioned it. I'm like, he got a big ass pond right there. Let me ask him real quick. OG Sickler, what do you use for your pond to heat it?
Nothing at the moment. Basically, out here, man, it gets 100 degrees in the summertime, so it keeps
Got you.
You need a pump to cool.
Yeah.
So you need a cooler. You need to throw ice in there sometimes.
Yeah, man. But the wintertime, it's the complete opposite. It'll drop down to like 30, 39 out here because we're in the mountains, you know? So it's like, it goes from drastic hot to a drastic cold.
Gotcha.
But your pond is only a few feet deep, right? Like, right, so yeah, that it'll be a block of ice.
Yeah, it's only about 2.5 feet deep, maybe 2 feet.
H Havoc said, "Hey guys, that's why I have a heat pump." Chip the Reaper says, "What's up, E Money and everyone? What's up, my brother?" JH says, "Yes, I have to chill my tanks."
Yeah, in the summertime, that's a real problem for me. I gotta turn off all my heaters and make sure that the temperature don't rise up too much because, like I said, it's like 100 degrees out here.
Yep. In the summertime, I gotta be unplugging my heaters because I be forgetting, man. And it gets hot. You know how it goes, man. Sometimes sometimes you feed the fish, everything look normal. You don't really put your hand in the water. You know what I'm trying to say? And you wouldn't know that tank is boiling. The fish is already flipped upside down. JH says, listening while I work. I appreciate you listening, my brother JH. I appreciate you showing love to the stream. Appreciate all you guys hanging out. JH said it's always summer here. I envy you guys, man. You know, I'm in New York City, so I have to deal with all 4 seasons.
Yeah, that's the thing out here. It's either one or the other. It's hot or it's cold. You kind of get an in between in the springtime, but it's still probably compared to everybody else, it's probably hot.
Rip says that tank looked awesome. OG, very, very nice. Vanessa says Maple Street Aquatics might be putting in pond outside this year in our backyard. That'd be nice.
Show that tank, man.
Who's playing with fire?
Like, show on your work.
Who's playing with fire?
That's me. That's making the heat coil.
My boy's taking us to school right now, y'all. This is shop class. Pay attention.
Right.
Check it out, y'all. We got everything in Aquarium Masters. We got even shop class, y'all. Pay attention.
Oh, I didn't notice. Sorry about that, man. Let's watch pond.
I was just looking for the right video because this one, yeah, you can see it was too small. I made 2 small pipes, so it didn't have a good heat exchange.
So that's the heating system you made.
Yep, but that only worked for a few. I tested that for 2 days, and I noticed it was too small. And then I got some really nice coils they use in bear cooling. And now I got one of those, but I'm not able to find a video.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, I can. Wait. Well, this is boring. Now you're gonna see a machine. That's what we use to chill bear over here.
Wow.
There's some really nice parts in. So there they are.
Damn.
Wow.
And those things are now dumped. One of those things are now dumped into my pond, and that works great.
What is that? What is that pond? What is that? Like, is that copper, the coil, or what?
Well, the silver coils are how it's called, inox, the stuff that doesn't rust. You can use it in operating rooms, the good stuff. And
yeah, stainless.
Stainless, yeah, stainless, that one. And you're able to use that stuff in your pond, especially when you're using medication or treatment. You really have to be careful because copper won't work in a pond. It's poisonous. You can see how green everything is. That's because there are some copper pipes in, but that's just the bath that cools the water. And I'm just using the stainless coils, clean them, flush them, and that works great.
Yes, he's not messing around. He got a serious system right there. He's making sure that there could be popsicles in there and the coils are chilling.
Yeah, if I turn the machine into chill mode, and that happened a few times while I was testing, it freezes in within 5 minutes, the coil, and then it starts cooling down the water. That's not good.
Hmm.
See, this is the DIY interesting stuff of certain things. You know what I mean? Like the behind the scenes.
That's the stuff you do if you don't have enough money to buy the real stuff. You make it yourself.
Yo, but you know what? This is
That'll probably work better, bro.
Exactly. This is how
it's custom made. Yeah.
You ain't lying. This is how people did it back in the days, and you dealing with real. How can I say? What's the word I'm using? Real supplies instead of like some bootleg.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Look like you using some real quality stuff. That's the word I'm trying to use.
Skilled trade. That's what it is.
Oh yeah.
That's why I said this is the shop class. I remember back in junior high school, they used to be like, yo, shop class. That's where you go and you become your own little mad scientist. Wow, so it's set up?
Yeah, that was a test with the small one. You can see the bubbles, so it was heating. It was working, but yeah, it was too tiny.
Bootleg, laughing out loud, you buddy. That's real though, because this is like real engineering stuff right here. This is how the real scientists do it before they make it look all pretty and sell it to people.
And that's the heating machine. Oh, that one quick.
Good morning, Angelo's Fish Tank. Squad up.
That's awesome, man. Pond, that's seriously awesome, bro. Wow, nice.
Yeah, that's next level stuff right there, man.
That's just the stuff I do in the wintertime. When I'm not able to enjoy the fishies, I build this this stuff.
Wow.
And how warm does that keep the pond? Like you've got how many gallons of water in there? You've got like almost 7 feet and
1,800 gallons.
1,800 gallons. How warm does it keep it?
Well, I can set it up to 14 degrees, without any problems. But then if you want it to get even warmer, especially in wintertime, then it's going to cost some money because the pump will run 24/7. But the system is pure to make sure I don't get ice in the system, so my pipes don't break or crack or whatever. So in wintertime, you just leave your pond, let it cool, and once you think maybe it's going to freeze for 4 days, then you start up the heater just to keep it free of ice.
Wow.
But
It's like an emergency temporary system.
what if you put a thermal blanket over that pond? You know what I mean?
Yeah, the pond is in wintertime, it's already closed up with those plates you have in a flat roof if you want a window in the roof. Insulating plates like plexiglass, but not double layered. So my pond is already closed up on winter, so no rain or snow or whatever can come in. The filtration room, our lids on, and even then the pond cools off. Could cool off too much.
Wow. So you basically switch it on when you feel like, just to prevent stuff from freezing up.
Yep. Yeah.
But you don't want to have it running on 24/7 because it's gonna suck you dry, basically, the way you set it up.
Oh no! Well, I got a sensor in it. I can program it just to get to 2 degrees above freezing, and it shuts down itself. But if you know it's not going to freeze for the next 2 or 3 days, you just shut it off, because you can let your pond chill down to freezing point for a few days without ice. But
Vanessa says, why not try to use solar covers or solar panels or something like that?
Because we don't have much sun in winter.
Lurking while at work. Oh, he doesn't say they don't have a lot of summer over there, you see.
But I must say, I got some solar panels on my roof to generate some electricity.
That's smart.
Wow, nice. What is that? What is that on your multimeter? That's a temperature probe?
That's a temperature probe. That was testing and setting up. Wait. This is just to keep the big birds out. I'm not using that screen anymore now because they're big enough.
Wow. Have you had birds come attack the pond?
Yep. I lost years ago. That's more than 10 years ago. I lost some.
Wow.
You were talking about the youngest koi I had?
Yeah.
I'm going through that problem right now.
Oh yeah? They trying to snatch you? What, the crows, the hawks, the falcons, what?
Nah, heron.
What?
A heron. So it's kind of like I'm not a crane, but it's like a long-legged white bird.
Oh, okay. I think it is a crane, right?
Yeah, kind of like a crane, but I think they're called herons.
Oh, wow. So he be coming to your pond?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I have to keep my dog outside because like he'll creep up at like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. As soon as first light hits, he'll be out there. Crazy. I've already lost a couple fish to him, yeah.
Angelo's Fish Tank says, I convinced the wife on a larger pond this year. Congrats, my brother. Squad. Just make it bigger than what you tell her. If you tell her 10 feet, make it 50.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. And it just happened.
Yeah. I was digging and whoops, now it's bigger.
And what's that? What's that you showing us right there?
That's my pre-filtration system. So you can see the big gray pipe on the left. That's where the bottom drain comes out. The thing we talked about a few minutes ago on the bottom of our pond. All the mess comes into the first chamber. Then it hits the paper. It sticks into the paper. The water level lowers behind the paper. And then the roll starts rolling a little bit. You get a new piece of paper. It takes the mess out. And that's how you get about 60 or 70% of all the muck out of your water within the first 10 minutes.
Wow.
24/7. So,
you know, Bond, we're using roller mats in our sumps. how old is this roller mat that you have here?
I can use one roll for about 3 weeks in summertime, and then I have to throw it away. So it's not reusable.
No, I mean, when did you like? How old is that roller mat? Not the inserts, not the paper inserts. The roller mat into the machine as a unit. Like, how old is that? Because we only started using roller mats like I think last year here in the saltwater hobby.
So you mean the motor on top here?
Like the entire unit, brother. The roller mat unit. Like, how old is that?
I built it myself. About 4 years ago, I built it myself.
Wow.
He made it, man. That joint is DIY.
That's awesome.
That's DIY. You don't understand?
Check out my channel. Just check out my channel. But I think it's 2 years ago. I started building this part. I started with a screen filter. So beneath the paper, there's also a 200 micron screen in with air brushing against it to flush it clean. And after that, I started with the paper filter. So it's all DIY. Even the green thing you see, the tank itself, I made that one higher because it was too small with polyester. The tank you see now, that's a EBC tank where they have usually you have chemicals or something in it.
Yo, but it's crazy though, because that joint looked like he got a whole bunch of painting supplies and a whole bunch of old paint rollers, a whole bunch of mechanical stuff, and just started building stuff.
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy, yo. I'm telling you, yo.
And this is my pump, by the way. It's called an airlift system. So I'm not working with an electrical pump with a fan or whatever, because it gets clogged all the time and it burns out.
Rip says, "Wow, someone in the Rip says, wow, man, someone in the saltwater hobby stole your idea."
Protein skimmer.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you just have to do something in wintertime when you're getting bored.
That's all for the pond.
Yep.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Rip says, I think roller mats are a relatively new item in the saltwater hobby, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Chip the Reefer says, yeah, they're pretty new to the saltwater.
So, Pond, all that you've done there is basically you're automating your maintenance, right? You're reducing the maintenance for the pond.
Exactly. Yeah. It started with all. Do you know the black night brushes? They look like toilet brushes, but then 2 feet long. You just hang them. Yeah, you just hang them in the filtration chamber. You wait a week, and then you have to brush them, clean them, rinse them off, or whatever. And those things fling the poop at you if you take them out. And I was getting annoyed of that, so I started automating my cleaning system.
If you look at, sorry, bro. If you look at the aquaponics system, they have bee filters. You can check it out on YouTube. Like just you can maybe just search bee filter for aquaponics, and they're using like filter media, and they basically like you'll see what I mean. But they're able to basically flush all the dirt out. They reverse the flow. They backwash it, and then it flows. It changes the aspect of the filter media inside the filter, and then allows all the detritus to flow right out the drain. But you should check that out. I think you'd like that.
I think those are kind of like the same filtration systems you have next to pools. They look like an egg filled with sand or beads or whatever, and you have a backwash and a normal flush and what. I know the system.
No, a pool system uses diatomaceous earth, and then you backwash that. But these bee filters use the same media that you're using there. It uses like bead media, some kind of bead.
Okay.
And
Yeah. Well, I looked into all kinds of filtration systems. the problem is as soon as you have to push or pull something through medium, you need a pretty hefty water pump. And I was using a pump. It was 100 watts, and it pumped about 2,000 gallon an hour, 24/7. And now I made it a gravity system. That means all the water is at the same level, and you don't need that heavy of a pump. So now I'm turning with an air pump just for 35 watts, and I pump about 2,500 gallons now.
Right.
And
so more efficient.
Yeah. And the system we were just talking about, it's pump fed, so it needs to get water pushed in or pulled out to work properly. Yeah, then you need a pump at least 500 watts, because once the filter starts clogging up, it needs more pressure to get it through. And if you do the back rinse or the back flush, you also need a lot of pressure to clean them. So yeah, it would work, but it uses too much energy for me. I'm a cheap guy.
No, you're not cheap. You're smart. That's not it's not a necessity. It's not a life necessity. It's a hobby. So you want to try to minimize the cost. You want to enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Enjoy your pond and minimize the cost of maintaining it. That's very smart. It's not cheap. I think it's very smart.
So it look like the car engine right there. Look like he built the car engine. Chip the Reefer says I was gonna say that. Smart, not cheap. Vanessa says keep that cost down. Bearsky says hello, Angelo. Angelo says Bearsky, my man. Check out the merch. Appreciate you guys hanging out.
Looks like you put a lot of effort into that pond.
Well, it's an ongoing project. The pictures you're looking at now, that's 15 years ago. And now you can see
Super nice, man.
That was when I was building it. And you can see the little green tank. That's the tank I'm using now 10 years later, because I dumped it for 10 years because it was too small for my pond. But I reused it.
Bearsky says work smarter, not harder. Yes, sir.
Exactly.
And I always say this: if you have skills and you took trade in something, and doing something by yourself is second nature, then that's gonna come normal to you. Only people that don't really have a lot of skills or have how can I say what's the word experience in doing certain things, and they do the alternative way. But those of you that have certain skills, or people that have certain traits that they can put together and create their own little systems like that, I say why not? Because you're doing something that step by step. When you put it all together like a puzzle, is going to be a great outcome. Vanessa says, want to enjoy the hobby, no pay like crazy to keep all the tanks running.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be a real problem, man. The cost of running all these tanks. Like, we all like to keep adding tanks, but then that electricity bill comes. It's like, man, hold on, I need to slow down a little bit.
Yes, you ain't lying. God bless all those people that got free light.
Man.
Jesus Christ. Some people that get the hookup, you pay rent with free light. You're like, God damn.
Yeah.
Fun. What do you do for contingency when your power runs out? Do you have like some kind of battery backup?
I got like I said, I got solar panels on my roof with an island protection. That means when we're getting disconnected from the street line, I can toggle a switch and I can still use my solar panels. I have how do they call it, electrical generator in my house, in my basement, so I can start that one up and connect something. And I even got a gas bottle of pressurized air oxygen to donate into my pond.
Smart. The oxygen is a very smart idea. Yeah, we do that here.
But yeah, in a tank you have to be really quick with it. But in a pond you have a few hours. But if it's midsummer and the pond is really warm, then it could happen within an hour, because you have a lot of fish and warm water doesn't contain that much oxygen. So then you have to be careful. But usually, if something happens, it even happened here. I had a power outage in my air pump. The hose broke, and the system went down for about 16 or 17 hours. Nothing happened, but that was with cold water. So,
well, let me ask you guys a question. Like, in a big pond like that, it should be able to hold oxygen for a few days, right, before it lose oxygen, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. The only
Depending
problem
on the stocking, though.
Huh?
I mean, depending on your stocking, you know, what you got in there.
Exactly, because a lot of fish use a lot of oxygen, and the problem is once the system goes down, the filtration system doesn't get any flow, and the bacteria in the filtration system, they also need some oxygen, and they need to get rid of the bad stuff they breathe out. So you could kill your filtration system. So you have to restart that one up with putting beneficial bacteria in and whatnot.
You know, I just wanted to know because, you know, for people to be able to, like, how can I say, if something happened, they'd be able to bounce back and fix it up within the same day. It wouldn't be a problem. But at least that they have a window of a couple of days where they don't have to kind of like panic. You know what I'm trying to say? Because I'm pretty sure that's the first thing that you're going to do is panic. Like, oh my God, I don't have nothing running right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And those fish, the other thing is those fish are quite big. So big fish need a lot more oxygen than small fish.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. Talking about big fish, let's check out these monsters over here. Cichlid OG. Look at that arowana stretching that jaw. He's talking about throw some krill in here. I'll show you what to do with it.
Right.
So what are you feeding these guys right now?
A little bit of everything, mostly tilapia, catfish. The sharks, they really only like pellets. One or two of them will eat the fish, but really they only like those sinking pellets, man. But the arowana, he'll tear up some tilapia or like some catfish, some shrimp. I'll throw him some pellets here and there.
We got Vanessa saying cold water fish room even has guppy platies. Rupert says, OG was good, my brother.
What up, Big Rube?
Yeah, man, I just love seeing those arowanas like flow in those tanks like that gracefully. See them surfing, man.
Yeah, the arowana and the koi, man, those are some peaceful fish to watch. Like, to just watch swim, you know?
Pawn says, be right back. Need to take a call. No problem, my brother. Shout out to Pawn and More for giving us a cool detour of his whole system there.
Man, yeah, that pond runs itself. That's a pond right there, because you ain't got a pond maintenance is something else when you got all this algae and string algae and everything growing in there. So the way his is set up, that's next level.
Yeah, because you see, you don't even see like a lot of freaking algae in there, nothing either.
Nah.
You see everything look black in there. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It doesn't look like all like swampy and like, real nasty, gunky or nothing like that. Vanessa says like on a wave. You already know. Like a wave. They're on a wave. Look at those sharks too, man. I love iridescent sharks because they also have a graceful way of swimming.
Yeah, so being so large of a fish, they're pretty docile. They're pretty like chill. They do spook, like they do scare easy though. If you walk up on a tank too fast or something, they will like freak out.
Yes. Brother Bansky says, I never fed pellets to my fish in 35 years. So Bansky, give us a rundown of the Bansky diet. What would you feed your fish? And if you don't mind, Bansky, give us a rundown of your stock list. What do you have besides the piranhas, or the piranhas of mostly your own? You know, what you've been taking care of and feeding, or give us the variety of what you are working with and what you feed all your fish stock, basically. Because, like in my case, when I have a freaking crazy, like, whole bunch of selections, I gotta be on top of a lot of different foods, because we all know some fish are picky. Some fish are already broken in through the system to eat a certain type of food. Like I told you guys, even if I tried, even if I begged my albino arowana to eat pellets, he wouldn't eat it. I gotta dead feed him krill. He will starve himself.
Yeah, like those sharks, I didn't raise them, so they were already brought up on pellets. So to try to get them off of it is like they won't eat nothing but those pellets. Yes. So all kind of different meats in there, and they're like, nah.
It's crazy, yup. Some fish would dead starve themselves. You be bugging out. Like, you seriously gonna starve yourself?
Yeah.
Vanessa says, OG, your pond looks great too. I know we looking at your big tank, but I like your pond too.
Appreciate it, Vanessa. Thank you.
Besky says, all natural, same as you would eat. Freeze it, chop it up, and serve it. That's what Besky says. So,
and believe it or not, that's cheaper too, to feed them fresh fish or fresh whatever, because you're paying $2 or $3 for a whole pack of catfish versus $10 for a bag of food at the store, you know?
Yeah, sometimes not even a bag. Sometimes you're paying $10 for a little jar.
Right, right. And that pack of catfish will last me like 2 or 3 weeks, you know, if not a month, depending on how I'm feeding.
Brother Bansky says, I feed everything raw. My dogs, cats, and fish all raw, uninhabited. That's what's up, Bansky. We respect that grind, my brother.
Yes, sir.
So, like I tell you guys, you know, you definitely feed raw. Just some people, basically, like I tell you guys, some people are, no matter what. You could take a, like they say, you could take a horse to the pond, but you can't make it drink water, or whatever the case is. And that's how it is in a lot of these cases, because people are so accustomed for everything being simple, or they could just buy a little container of this or that. You know what I'm saying? Feed their fish, think they fish are happy. When some people don't want to go buy for some reason, like he said, real fish, real tilapia, real this, chop it up, dice it up, put it in the freezer, feed it to your fish normally the same way. But like I said, that all comes with education. I like to give my fishes, you know, everything. I try to give them a variety of everything. I give them lives. I give them a little bit of everything. Pond and Moore says, I'm sorry, I need to take care of work quick. I'll try to jump in later. It's all right, my brother. I appreciate you hanging out, my brother. I appreciate you coming through, showing love, showing us your system.
Yeah, thanks. I had some fun. Sorry, I have to go customer call, so try to be back later if you're still online.
All right, my brother. I'll definitely probably be on later on tonight or something. Here, I'm gonna go to I gotta go hit up a LFS for something that I forgot. I'm gonna try to pick up some saltwater readers and some things like that. So
road trip.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
a little car wave. But no, my brother, I appreciate you so much showing us love and showing us your footage and all that, man. It means a lot. Hopefully we see you on the next one. You're welcome here anytime. Rip says, bear, do you freeze or feeding it? Vanessa says, our piranhas ate shrimp. Rip says, later pond. Peace pond, says Vanessa. Calypso, my brother, he says, Rip, remember the zoas we talked about in the other stream growing in the top of the clam? That thing is alive. Ruben says, OG, the fish tank is looking great. I'm glad to see that you healed. Bearsky says, I freeze because in the winter of the ponds and creeks are frozen. Got you. Yo, Calypso, what you know about the saltwater gang, yo? What you know about the saltwater cam?
I'm gonna jump on that salt team pretty soon. That 125 I took down to switch out this 220. I'm gonna turn that one into a salt tank.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna try it out.
Yeah, my bro, it's fun. Like I told you, man. Like I said, you're gonna have a big boy system, so you can play with it more. You're definitely gonna have fun with it.
Yeah, I just need to get a sump built for it because I took the sump off of it to set this one up.
Got you. Rips.
Once I'm
If you feed raw fish, your cats and dogs may develop intestinal worms because of that. Calypso says, I see, love it. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it. Basically says, Rip, never once you freeze the fish for 20. Wait, I'm lost. Basically says, Rip, never once you freeze all parasites, bacteria, and viruses die out. Rip says, so to prevent that, they often freeze the fish for 24 hours or more and then thaw and feed that. So it sounds like you guys are pretty much on the same page. So yeah, OG definitely got to go salt too, man. F it. Go big or go home, right, bro? I feel you.
yeah, it's time, man. I've been doing this freshwater for like 10 years now, so it's like time to jump into something new.
I respect it. That's what I'm talking about. Calypso says, love you went with a cube. Yeah, my brother, I kind of was like, you know what? What should I do? Should I go for the longer spacing or I should just go for the little cube setup right there? Just so I could set up a little Zoa garden, a few nice little frags there to make it pop.
So what you got in there? The mollies right now?
Yeah, I just got the saltwater molly. I mean, you already know water mollies. I got the I added a psychedelic mandarin in there, and I added a yellow watchman goby in there.
Okay.
So far so good. I added a few little frags here and there. I added a candy cane, a Dunkin', a mushroom, a nice little piece of what they call what are the some zoanthins. I'm trying to remember the name of them. Radioactive eagle eyes or something like that. Zoanthins. Calypso Reefer says, I got you. Went to pot. I got you. Went. Palooza comes. I'm going to show. I'll bring you some from my tank. That's what's up, my brother. I appreciate that love, bro. Bearsky says, I'd rather risk feeding raw or alive and dealing with all parasites than dealing with the cancer from feeding pellets. Vanessa says, freshwater, strong here. Chimp the Reefer says, radioactive dragon eyes. There you go, Chimp. Thank you for helping me out. Those are the zoas that I picked up. They're not like the most expensive or rarest, but I picked up a whole like a little basically a whole little stone full of them for a great price. They got some great color to them. So we got them in there.
And what are you using for filtration on it? Hang on back?
Yeah, I got to hang over the back. Hang over the back there. I got this power head, so it's pumping definitely enough circulation there.
All right, looks good, bro.
Thanks, bro. Yeah, it's definitely I got a video where I'm gonna be showing basically a local fish store tour of a saltwater spot near me. I'm gonna like a lot of the you're gonna see on that. I got some amazing corals and stuff. You're gonna see the new pickups that I got. But you guys are definitely gonna like the corals and the stuff you're gonna see, and you're gonna see how amazing these pieces are. It's addictive, man. When you see all those colors popping, man, it's crazy. Chimp the Reefer says I have them. I like them too. Yes, Chimp. I like the color on them. And they were on the sale rack, so I had to snatch them. There was a whole bunch of them at a good price. Vanessa says gobies and pistol shrimp work cool together in a tank. Yes, I might get like I said, I might get a shrimp down the line because I want to add some clowns. So I don't know if I add the clowns, I'm gonna take out the saltwater mollies. Let's see if they get along, because I don't want to have too much bio, too much, fishes and stuff in here, because I want to focus on having like a nice little zoa garden, a couple of nice little candy canes. I got a nice little Dunkin' right there that's opening up. It's called a green Dunkin'. They almost look bluish, but it's like they're called green Dunkins. The reason I don't have the water all the way to the top is because I don't want none of these little guys hopping out on me. I don't want the mandarin, the gobies, and none of these guys flying out on me. Even though I got a little top up there, I done had bad luck with that before. These little tanks, all the fish got to do is get excited, move quickly up one of those little corners, and they shooting out that tank.
Yeah, I messed around and fed the arowana the other day and left the tank lid off all night.
Wow.
I woke up and was like, man, I'm lucky he's still in this tank.
You glad you ain't got no flies and no little bugs in your house.
Right?
That boy would have seen a fly or something, he would have went for it.
Would have been over.
Yo, bro, I'm telling you, man, that happened to me one time. I was in here, I was working, but my wife said she heard a late night noise, a thump, but she couldn't figure out it was something from the tanks. The next day I got here from work, bro. I go to check my fish. I see the lid on the floor. I see my freaking like 18-inch silver arowana laid out, frozen.
Wow.
And it's because at nighttime, a lot of them be active during the night because they swim on the top and stuff like that. And they be seeing a lot of stuff, and they be tripping. They be thinking they be seeing stuff, so they be jumping. They be going for stuff late night in the dark. The tanks, they be jumping up. Especially like if you got like in my case, I be having a hang over the back filter, so you got that little waterfall effect where something will be trickling and dropping. So for them, that's like, they love that. They love that whole, being on top of the tanks, and that draws their attention on noise. And time to go hit the pile. I'll see you guys later. I am my brother Bearsky. One love, my brother. You already know. Love is love, always not sometimes. Thank you for stopping by, hanging out. He says, you already know. He says, one love, fish fam. Yeah.
You bought those mandarins, but are they eating are they eating?
They said they were eating, but I bought copods. I got copods.
Man, those mandarins will eat. I don't know if you can keep up because those mandarins will eat a whole heck of a lot of copepods. If they start to get skinny, I don't know what you're gonna do.
Well, they told me they're eating, so they tank raise.
Okay, hope it works out, man, because they're nice fish.
Yeah, they are. And like I said, I'm gonna add some copepods today to them. But yesterday I had threw a little bit of mice in, and they were picking off everything. They were going around all the rocks, and he was real active, picking around everything. So he's an active fish, so that's a good sign. Yo, full squad up. Appreciate you coming through, brother. Appreciate y'all coming through. If y'all haven't smashed that like button, do me a favor. Jump off the top rope. Hulk Hogan leg drop it. Let them know you in the building. I need your little order, your autograph signature. Let them know you here, y'all. Let them know. Please sign the book. Let them know you're in the building. Calypso says training them to eat frozen is the best way. Yes, that's why, like I said, I had the mice in there. There was some mice in there. But like any, smart person would do, I just picked up the cold pods for emergency reasons if I see that they're not eating. But I did see him active yesterday, so I was excited about that. He was picking off everything. Yo, y'all don't even know, y'all. I was mad close to picking up. They're called golden monkey seahorses, y'all. Golden monkey seahorses. You heard Calypso? They got them over there at KAC Aquarium. I might see a video. I think I shot a little clip of them. So let's see what happens. I gotta put like this video together. I'm gonna see if I do like a 2-in-1 video where I do 2 fish store tours in one video, y'all, because got a lot of footage, y'all. Got a lot of footage, man. And it's just like clogging up my phone. I need to get out this footage, y'all. I need to get this footage out. So I need y'all to check out these uploads that are going to be coming out like clockwork. Chimp the Reaper says, I put the like button and figure 4 leg. Appreciate that, my brother. The problem with brine shrimp is that they're not that nutritious. Seahorses are neat. Yes, Vanessa. And these guys were awesome. They were yellow. Yellow. They were like strong. They looked at diesel. They didn't look like no skinny, skimpy seahorses. These guys was like some strong looking diesel gorilla, yellow gorilla seahorses, y'all. They're pretty pricey too, man. They're like $75 a piece or $85 a piece for these seahorses, y'all. I was like, damn, booty.
That's wild. For a seahorse, wow.
Word, you heard Rip? I mean, you heard Sicklet OG? They were freaking 85. He said he'll give them to me for 70. Basically 2 for 150. I was like, damn, homie.
Wow.
In high school, you was the man, homie. Rip says $1 here. Shit, you lucky. These ain't regular seahorses, y'all. Chimp the Reaper says $74 plane ticket. Vanessa says we don't keep salt water, but we love checking them out every time we hit up Fish Room. Priscilla says, damn! Laughing out loud. Yeah, man, they call yellow gorilla or yellow monkey, yellow gorilla seahorses. Look them up. Calypso says we're at so I can check them out. We're at they're KAC Aquariums. That's over here in Queens, New York. It's one of the spots that I'll be going to. Priscilla says already way too busy. Have a good day, y'all. All right, Priscilla, I appreciate you so much, sis. Good hearing you. Good seeing your name pop up across the screen, my sister. Love is love always, not sometimes. Have a great time, sis. God bless. Because I need one to pair mine. Yo, bro, you should go pick one up, bro. They look dope. Vanessa says later, lady, don't work too hard. Maybe the nice one. Seahorses might be like P350, which be like $7. But that's crazy. Rip says later, Priscilla. Ruben says, add my local fish store. He's got a pair of clowns. I don't know what's so special about them. He wants $1,200 for both. Yeah, they might be some exclusive Picasso joints. They got exclusive clownfishes, y'all. It's crazy. They got so many flavors nowadays.
You know, E, I'm like totally not into. I'm just saying, like, this is just my own, you know, personal preference. But I'm totally not into ocellaris and never have been. Like, ocellaris are really nice, but I'm getting an echo. Ocellaris are really nice, but I prefer like Clark clowns or like the African clowns. Just a personal preference.
Yeah, I had different. I had all type of. I had black domino clowns. I had the regular ones. I had snowflake clowns. Or I had a little bit of everything. Like I said, I got to experience a lot of all different flavors because I'm just, I'm that type of person. I'm drawn to amazing colors and genetics. I love rare colors, rare genetics. That's just me. That's what I'm drawn to. I love the exoticness of the animal hobby. I love like rare colors, genetics. I'm just really into that. When I see creatures that are amazing colors, I'm just mind blown. You know what I mean? I'm just like, how the hell could a creature, could a living animal, contain those type of colors? It's crazy. So I was always drawn to amazing rare color animals. That's just something. I love all animals, all creatures, but I'm just drawn to the more rarer stuff. So I like, a lot of clown species that are very exotic. Um, I like to see all that.
I'm just saying, like, I'd never pay $1,200 for like a strain of ocellaris.
I feel you, man. But that's what I mean. That's why a lot of those creatures are exclusive like that, because it's so hard for them to be. Well, it took time for them to be manifested and created. So there's not that many of them out there. So those people charge a premium price for them, especially when they're the first of their kind. So I know how the animal business works, and the exotic trade works like that. That's just how it is. Always been like that. When you have exotic animals, they're always going to be a premium no matter what. Doesn't matter. It could be a freaking albino turtle, 2 inches. They're gonna want $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 just because it's so exclusive. That's just how it is.
You're right with that, and like you're totally correct with that. But it's what if people are willing to pay it, Like for me, not my taste. Just saying.
I respect it. That's why I say that I was always drawn to that. I was just always drawn to the exotic. Like, okay, those are some nice green turtles. Oh, those are some nice brown turtles. Wow, what are those white glowing? Oh man, no, that I'm just drawn to the exotic. I'm just drawn to the exotic creatures like that. It's just mind blowing to me where you can see creatures that look the way they look, and like that's with anything in life, bro. If it looks good, if it's fashionable, if it's this, if it's that, if it's popular, they're gonna charge a pretty penny for it. I wish.
Yeah, I want to throw a stingray.
I wish I could go get a whole.
Tag, man.
You heard? I wish I could go get a whole bunch of zebra plecos for $5 right now. But what I had to go pay like $1. I had to get a deal to end up paying like $1.30 a pop. You heard, to end up with 4 of them, for be able to make my own market and my own. You know what I'm saying? So I had to invest my money to try to change the game. Because, like I said, if you want it, if you want something and you're drawn to it, and you have dreams of getting it, yes, it sucks that you're gonna have to pay a premium price for it, but it's also an amazing experience to be able to own an amazing rare creature, you know. So that's what I get more out of it. Vanessa says, laughing out loud, I'm dropping 40 on 3 young gold-ish fish, and a club meeting was a little rich, but the Maple Street Aquatics wanted them, so now we do. I feel you. Now you breed them, Vanessa. You just breed them. Frank's tank's in the house. Wow, that tank is shining, bro. What's up, my brother? Thank you for coming through. Chip the Reefer says the rare clowns seem to come out expensive and the price goes down pretty quick. Some of them, I believe so, but some of them stay up there. Calypso says Clarky clowns are the best. Vanessa says never say never. Lots of colors in salt water for sure, says Vanessa. Yo, Fufu says, E, you getting into the corals again? Yeah, I'm gonna pick up a few of them. Yo, Fufu, I'm gonna pick up a few like Zoanthins, a few like Duncans, a few little mushrooms, stuff like that, simple stuff. Calypso says, what Mandarin that you got? I got the psychedelic Mandarin. I got the yellow Washington Goby. I'm gonna leave it presented on you real quick, all right? OG, I'm gonna real quick go to the kitchen and get me something to drink. Give me a second, y'all, all right?
Yeah, go for it. There you go, Vanessa. Cheers. Hey, no judgment on the fish fam.
Ruben, if you could get a pic, man, I'd love to see a pic next time. Yeah, for sure, I hear that. Wow, that sounds very good, man. Beer with jalapeno cream cheese poppers. Sounds awesome. Nighttime for me, so I can go for that right now.
So what's y'all plans for today, y'all? I'm about to get ready, go to the fish store. I've been going to the local fish store every other day. I be forgetting stuff. It's the worst.
Hey, E, I wanted to ask you, you got Watchman Gobby at the same time as the Mandarins? Are they getting along?
Yeah, they get along.
And do you have a pistol shrimp in there?
No, no pistol shrimp.
You should get a pistol shrimp for your Gobby, bro.
For the what?
Like a pistol shrimp and a Watchman Gobby have a symbiotic relationship. The pistol shrimp has very bad vision, and the Gobby can't really dig its own tunnels. So they usually hang out together. The pistol shrimp will dig out a burrow, and then the Gobby and the pistol shrimp will hang out in there. You should pick up see if you can get a pistol shrimp.
Yeah, I'll think about it. For some reason, I never had good luck with pistols. They'll do good for me, and then next thing you know, I'll just see they shell around there.
No, that's a molt. It's not necessarily a death.
Yeah. But I wouldn't see them no more, bro.
Yeah, they could disappear, but yeah, you might be right. They could be dead, but usually that's a molt, not a. Usually that's a molt, not a death.
But I do remember you saying that now. A lot of videos that I watch, as far as the Watchman goes, they do mention the pistol shrimp a lot.
Your pistol shrimp will hang out in a burrow, and basically, yeah, it just gives a home for your Watchman Gobby. That's basically all it does.
Yeah.
So
I don't have a deep. I don't have
try it if you want.
I don't have a deep sand head in here. Yeah. I have a very thin layer of sand.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They're going to go under. He'll find a place under your rocks, but it should still work because I notice you don't have that much sand. They prefer deeper sand beds. That's true, but it probably work. He'll find a place under our rock. But I'm not trying to convince you. I'm just talking.
No. I know. I appreciate you telling me that. No, I definitely. I like them. I do like them. Like I said, those are one of the things that I was thinking about getting. I'm thinking about getting some clowns because I want some nice clowns because for some reason, and it's just the way it is. Whenever you look at clownfish in a tank, you already know it's salt water. So it's almost like a red flag. You know what I'm trying to say? So I want to have that look of some nice clowns because clowns are fun when you get a nice pair of them. They're very active. But I ain't gonna lie, my saltwater little mollies have been great. The little black mollies have been doing great in there. They move around there a lot. They have a lot of energy. They're very active. So I don't want to have too much livestock in there, But I would do with like a nice pair of clowns in there.
I think like I'd be a little worried that if you put clowns, they might bully the mollies. But you can try it. Like mollies are pretty peaceful, so just get out of the way.
These guys are pretty. These mollies be like together. They be like they be doing everything together. And they male and female, like I told you, but I haven't seen no breeding in them. But this is the first time I had them in this setup. This setup has a little bit more space, but yeah, the mandarins are doing good. The gobies doing good. So far, so good. Believe me, I wanted to add the water all the way to the top, but in my head, I'm like, you know what? I don't want to have like I already know. Like I have Eli running around. There's always kids running around my living room, so I don't want no fish to get started or scared and go flying out. You know.
Yeah, I'm just kind of so I was happy when you told me you got the like when they said you picked up the mandarins. I was like, yeah, you got some real saltwater fish now. Nice.
Yeah.
I'm just worried, like, because my watchman is really tough, and they don't want any like bottom dwelling fish around. You know, they're very territorial. So I don't know, like, I haven't seen your fish, man. Like, the only thing I can see is molly. So.
Yeah, they're chilling, man. They're definitely chilling. Let me try to put the other, like the brighter, like the white lights. Let me see. Let me put percent over there real quick. Right there in that corner, that's where the mandarin is at.
Let's see. Is he moving?
Yeah, let me see. Then I have the laptop. Let me see.
Sorry, I'm making you move your stuff around.
Right now,
oh yeah, I see him. Yeah, I see him. That's awesome, man. Is that the male or the female?
I don't really know if he's not a female mandarin.
The male has like a long spike on his dorsal fin. It's like a long spike. When you look at your fish, you'll see it. Probably not able to see it on cam, but you can see it for yourself. Yeah, nice. Oops, I can't see him anymore. I saw him in the reflection there for a second. And where's the gobby? Watchman gobby?
In the back here, let me see.
They're jumpers, by the way.
Yeah, that's why I got that water glow. I ain't stupid.
They'll find a crack if you have a crack in your, like if there's a space between your cover and the side of your tank. They'll find that space.
Look at his little head right there peeking out. Look.
Where? Oh, he's the yellow down there. Yeah, I see him down there in the hole. Yeah, nice, bro. Yeah, give him a pistol shrimp. That's nice, man. He found himself a hole. That's awesome, bro. Nice fucking tank.
Thank you, bro. Then I added that Dunkin' right there. Just opened up this morning. That candy cane. Piece of mushroom. Got the
Did you get yourself some? Did you get yourself some equipment to test your water? You're gonna need that. Like,
that's what I'm going for now.
What did you pick up?
That's what I'm going for now.
Okay, so nothing yet.
Now all I have is the regular like API salt water.
Yeah, you should get yourself a refractometer.
Yeah.
But if you like because it's a lot of equipment to pick up all in one shot. You can cheat. You can kind of cheat for a short time on the refractometer. You can get yourself a glass hydrometer. It's called a hydrometer. It's made out of glass and it basically floats in the tank. It's not the best, but it'll give you it'll basically give you an idea how off your salinity is. It's not really something that you can use long term, but it's not expensive. So you can get for example, you can get yourself a pH meter. Get yourself a digital pH meter that's really gonna help you check your pH. And if you can't pick up a refractometer at the same time, you really need those two. I think those are the two basic tools, on test kits, beside the test kits.
So you're saying a refractometer?
Yeah, I'll write it for you in the chat. You'll see it, because I don't want to leave my microphone on because there's the fan, but I'll just turn it off and then you can talk to me.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for checking out. Vanessa says the pistol shrimp and goby will chill together. Yeah, so I'm gonna see if I pick one up, y'all. Pick up a nice pistol shrimp. Ruben says for a 65 gallon, what do you think it will cost to get it going? A 150. Calypso said it all depends, but in a medium-sized tank, so it will be more than that, but I can't teach you shortcuts. Ruben says, man, all this sounds so confusing and expensive. You gotta just invest in a few tools to be able to keep up with the water. That's all, y'all. But as far as keeping the setup, it ain't that really difficult. It's just you have to invest in a few tools to have in the kit, basically. It's like if you are a carpenter, you need some tools in order to be able to be productive, right? You need hammers, nails, you need a drill, you need a saw. You know what I'm saying? So it's basically the same thing. Same thing like in freshwater. You still need some medications. You still need some biological, all-in-one, basically quick start like I use. Beneficial bacteria in a bottle. So there's the different stuff that you need also in freshwater. Check out those saltwater black mollies, y'all. Vanessa said black molly fish looks good, E-Money. Yes, right, Vanessa? You took the words right out my mouth. They are popping right now.
Yeah, I really love my mollies too.
Yeah, man. I like how you guys look. They popping. Remember I told you since day one, they never had ink on them. They just been popping like that, looking beautiful, jet black.
So I wrote it for you in the chat there. You can read it. You can also get like those plastic hydrometer, but I really don't like that. But I think it's a waste. They're like about $12. But you can get that for measuring like when you're mixing your salt. You can check your salinity in your water.
those big like square things that have the little needle in the middle.
It's like a kind of plastic, clear plastic thing.
I have that. It has like a little needle, right?
And it's got like a red indicator, like a needle on it.
Yeah, I have that already. I have that.
Good. At least you got that already. Yeah. You know, you have to tap that.
I have a few stuff. I just don't remember where wifey put everything, so I just gonna pick a few things for the hell of it.
Yeah, you'll need a bucket to mix your, well, not a bucket. You don't need that much, but you'll need something to mix your salt in. Like, did you pick up some salt?
Now, for me, honestly, I'm not gonna be mixing salt. I'm gonna just have already salt water in the bucket type stuff, and I'm gonna be going to pick up the ROD water from the local fish store here. You can bring in the bucket and you get ROD water. And you just tap off your system.
Are you mixing your own salt, or is this the fish store mixing the salt for you? Like,
no, I'm buying the already mixed, the already made instant. What is it called? The Nutria salt water.
What do? They pre-mix it for you at the store, and they just sell you.
It comes made already. It's salt water that's made in a 4.4 something, almost 5 gallon. It comes already made. It's called Nutria salt water. Yeah?
Okay. I don't know. I've never done that, so I've never seen that.
Look it up real quick. It's called NUTRI, Nutria salt water. And it's basically
I'll check it out.
It's basically like salt water already mixed, ready to go in a 5 gallon.
I'll check it out, man. I've always mixed my own salt water, so.
Yeah, just like I said, I'm wondering like if either I was gonna do it like that, set up a fish, or like I said, because I even found out once I found out that I could use the quick start also for saltwater aquariums, it was a wrap. Because now I add a little bit of quick start to any of my systems, even salt water, and then it helps with fish loss. It helps with adding the beneficial bacteria. So it's crazy, man. That quick start is no joke. You could use it for both fresh water and salt water and start it off instantly. Like you can add fish same day. It's crazy the stuff you can do with that.
Welcome to the saltwater hobby, brother. You know, I'm glad you got this little tank going. Very nice, man.
Thank you. Yeah, man. I had to I told you I woke up that one morning after we had that live and that late night stream and we was all so we was all talking saltwater. I woke up and I seen the little saltwater nano setup up there. I'm like, damn, this don't even look like a saltwater setup. Even though I know it's saltwater, we all know it's saltwater. I had clowns in there. We got the saltwater mollies. But it just didn't give me that saltwater feel. So I'm like, you know what? It was looking like, how can I say? Because it's like plastic, so it was looking already like gonky already. Like if it was starting to accumulate like a lot of gunk and dirt on the glass. So I was like, you know what, man? I'm gonna get a nice little cube because I know Monster Aquarium sell different setups. So I was like, I'm gonna get me a nice little cube. Just add everything that I have in there. Add the live rock, add the live sand, add the mollies in there. Get a new filter, but add the old cartridge to the old filter into the new one. So that's what I did. Added the old cartridge into the new filter. Added the 55 heater. Added the power head. Simple.
What's that? A power head you have there?
Yeah, a power head.
That's good, man. So you got the hang-on back filter, and then you also got the power head growing.
Yes.
Nice. That's nice, man. You have a nice little setup. Very nice. What light do you have on there? What is that light?
That is the aqua top. A cool little Let me see if I can show you guys. It's an aqua top, basically. Setup right there is all touch screen. It has about 3 different blue settings and 3 different white settings. And it's for like nano tanks. It's for salt water. I had picked that up a while ago. And I had it
Nice.
personally. Yeah, so brought it back out for this one right here.
You know, you can't buy well, you can, but mollies don't understand anemones, right?
Yeah.
Like you just telling you, like, because you're gonna buy clowns, right? So that you're probably gonna want to buy an anemone, but
Yeah, but
the anemone will eat they will eat the mollies.
I wanted to, sorry to cut you off. I wanted to, but I don't want nothing that's gonna be outgrowing crazy. So I'm gonna probably just add like Dunkins that have a little bit of movement to them, that have like that flower pot, like that flower, a little bit of movement to them. But I don't think I'm gonna add any like anemones and stuff like that because I don't want nothing overgrowing or being too taken over the tank where I'm gonna have to really, go extra on it. So I'm gonna try to have like, I don't know if you see this little I wish I had like a little arrow that I could like show you guys through the screen and you know what I'm freaking touching. But like where you see the little ridge at, where you see like the little underground cliff, right? Where you see like that little undercliff right there.
Yeah.
That little side angle, that whole side angle of the cliff going up all the way down. I want to make it into like a zoa garden. So I want a whole bunch of like zoas there. And then eventually, like a few like more mushrooms, probably 8 cans in the bottom there. And then I'm gonna try to add a whole bunch of zoas to the back glass. So one of these back glasses, just like do like a zoa wall, stick them right onto the glass, man.
Sure. Try it. Zoas, depending on the zoa, like not all zoas have the same requirements, but you could try it, see if it works out.
Because I know a lot of people like do like that. They be doing like zoa walls, like they be pasting them to the back walls and all of that. And I see it thrives on a lot of systems. It depends, I guess, like how you say, depending on the lighting and the flow, because some zoanthus like more flow or some like less flow than others.
You could try to like another really easy coral is a green star polyp, but the problem with this small tank is it might take over the tank, so you'd have to have a way to keep it isolated. But it's a nice soft coral, easy to grow.
Yeah, I might pick up a piece like if it's on its own little rock where I could just separate it before it gets too crazy. You understand? Like if it's on its own little island, like some pieces that have their own little island, and I could just put it on the side. Like if I can find a little piece like that, I don't mind getting it. But for me to get a piece to add it to like one of the main rocks, like you said, I don't want to do that.
If it's on the glass, it'll be pretty easy to scrape it off, like not a problem. But if it gets onto a rock, you probably won't get it off.
Yeah, man.
Just saying.
So you could put the anemone on the back of the glass too.
The anemone, the problem with the anemone, like I don't know, it's not recommended, but the problem with the anemone is
it goes wherever it wants, basically, right?
It's gonna go wherever it wants, and the problem is that when it's walking around, when it's moving around, its tentacles are gonna sting the other corals and probably kill the other corals. So that's the thing,
Yeah.
It's risky.
Yeah, that's how I lost a lot of my other corals in the beginning.
And your mollies don't understand an anemone. They will blunder right into there and get eaten.
Yeah. You don't want that.
I was gonna say, like, there's another alternative to anemones called rock flower anemones. Like rock flower anemones, but they are very strong. Their tentacles are very strong. Like it might kill your fish. So I don't want to suggest that to you. But they don't move around too much, and they're pretty small. Let me check out. I think there's something called a mini maxi anemone. Let me see if I can find that for you. Find the link. Hold on.
Metallic Green Star Polyps, love them, says Frank's Tanks. Calypso Reefer says, I have a piece of its own rock for you, E. That's what's up, my brother. Thank you, Calypso. Yeah, man, because I like all that good stuff that moves and has movement. But I definitely like it in its own piece of island, its own piece of rock, where you can put it somewhere to do its own thing. And you can kind of control it before it starts spreading all over the place. Bronx Reefer in the house. E-Money just got a couple of frog spawns and a hammer, and your tank will look dope. From E-Money, just get a couple of frog spawns and a hammer, and your tank will look dope from day one. Thank you, my brother. I'll see, man, because like I said, Bronx Reefer, I got a small little 5-gallon here. A frog spawn and a hammer start growing and getting too big. And I want to be able to control it, you know? But I definitely love the frog spawn. I love the hammer. That's why I picked up that Duncan, because the Duncan coral, the Duncan is also like almost like a flower looking, have its little tentacles. It looked pretty cool under the blue light. So all my saltwater brothers in here. Perfect, perfect. I want you to explain to me, right? All my brothers and sisters in here, my saltwater brothers and sisters. What is the perfect way to put lighting with saltwater? How you go from the morning to the night? How do you guys light your saltwater systems? Do you put white lights on, blue lights on, deep blue, bright blue, white dim, bright white? From what time to what time you use white? From what time to what time you use blue? Can anybody give me that information right now, y'all? I need someone to break it down to me. I need to know the proper way of lighting a nano reef.
I can tell you if you want. I can tell you if you want, but maybe you want to hear it from the people in the chat.
I want to hear it from everybody. Explain to me how you light it from morning to night. How it works.
Well, usually the light comes with an app that is downloadable on your phone, and you control the It's not always like this, but this is the trend that most of what you can expect or you can ask for. So, for example, let's say you buy AI Prime, like light. So you control the light with your phone, and basically the LEDs are adjustable. So it kind of ramps up. It doesn't turn on full power in the morning. It kind of ramps up, and you set the ramp up time. So let's say you set it to, it takes 45 minutes to ramp up, just like the sun would, and then you have it at whatever settings that you have it during the day. And then you have a 12-hour photo period, and then it ramps down. Let's say it comes on, let's say 7 o'clock and goes down at 6:30, 7 o'clock. So you have a 12-hour photo period, and it ramps up and ramps down, just like the sunrise and sunset. Controlled from your phone.
Hello? Hello? All right, so basically from the morning time, I put the white light or the blue light?
The most important for your corals is the blue light. White light is not necessary. It's just for our eyes. So you wanna have a blue setting on the lights.
All right. So you want it to be bright blue or the dark blue? You understand what I mean? You know how it's like a real dark dim blue, and then there's like a brighter blue.
So you have the royal blue LEDs. And then you just have the blue ones. So they're different. They're slightly different shades. But I think on a small light like this that you would be interested, you probably just have like royal blues. If I was running a 5-gal, I'd probably go with AI Prime. HD. Like that's what I would go with. But if you want, I can send you a link to the light and you can check it out. But they're not cheap. Like
No, but like I'm saying, this joint has the lighting on it. I just want to know what, like, basically, all right, like you saw, I started the light blue or the dark blue, because there's like this light has mad options. It has a dark blue, like a real deep blue, right? Then it has like a real pop blue, like a real blue that makes it pop. They both blue light.
Yeah, you need both. You need both of those. You set both of those.
So,
at least like 80% or something, like 75%. You can try it.
So you start on the light one or the dark one, right? The dimmer one.
You'll set both. I can bring you more information. It's kind of technical, but you need to aim for a specific part of the spectrum, and then so corals need blue light. They don't really use red so much. They do use some red, but not so much red. And I can, like I said, I can bring you specific information. I'm just giving you an overview right now. But like they need mainly blue and a little bit of red. White is just for our own eyes. They don't really use the white light, so you can turn that down. But if you give too much light, you'll harm your coral, you'll hurt them. So you have to kind of find the right setting for your light. And the way you do that is you start low and you go higher. You know, you don't start high and go low. You start dimmer to brighter, like over time, over weeks of time.
All right, so in the morning, you leave the blue on for how many hours? Let's say I get up at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning. I put my light on, the lighter blue, so how many hours?
So you're doing that manually?
Yes.
Like you're doing it. You're going up to the light. So this light has no controller, right?
No, I have a little controller, yes, but it doesn't have no like timer on it.
So it has a remote control? What kind of?
Like a regular control, but I like to control it by manual. That's what I'm saying, because I like to control
When we say controller, okay, it means that the light is able to be remotely controlled, like either from your phone or it's got its own little remote control. What does yours have?
That came with its own little remote control.
And it has no timer.
I don't have it in front of me right now. I ain't got a lot of little controllers in my
Okay, it's okay. Check if it has a timer. Like what we do is basically, if we have lights that are not controllable, we'll go get an electronic timer.
But that's what I think. You can control these manually though. It has its set. It has its like three settings. Once you touch your touch screen, it goes from low blue, light blue to bright blue. Then it goes from low white to medium white to bright white. You know.
Yeah, but I didn't get to that yet. Like I'm gonna get to that. But first thing is like you want to be able to turn it on and off. You don't want to turn it on and off manually. And the reason why we don't do that is because we forget it. And then the photo period becomes unstable. So like I know you might not be able to do that right now, but the ideal is having it come on and off for a set period of time at specific regular times, because that's going to be stable for your corals. So the way we do that is we get like an electronic timer, and then you set the timer to turn on and turn off a specific time of the day, like 9 o'clock every day turns on, or 8 o'clock.
I understand that. That's why I'm trying to ask y'all how y'all do it, so I could be able to do it manually. I understand all of that. I don't have that option now, so I'm doing everything manually. That's why I'm asking everyone, how many hours do you leave the blue on?
12.
Okay,
12.
So you leave it from the morning you get up, you leave it on for 12 hours. And then
yeah, 11 or 12.
If I want to run, and that's 12 hours completely, the whole day max.
Yeah, so that would be including your ramp up and ramp down times.
Okay. And
the reason why is because if you light your tank too long, you're going to get algae in your tank.
Gotcha.
That's the reason why.
Gotcha. And that makes sense, because it's the same thing with freshwater, the lights. But let me tell you, my other question is, within those 12 hours, it doesn't matter how many hours you want to enjoy the white lights or none of that. That doesn't matter.
Your white light is for like when you're viewing the tank.
So it could be for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It doesn't
It's not
matter.
necessary. Like the corals don't see it. That's what I'm trying to say. The corals don't see the white light. You can put it on. It's for you. It's not for the coral. The coral needs the blue light and a little bit of red. Slight bit of red.
Got you. So the white lights, they don't feed off the white lights.
They can't see it. Like it doesn't make a difference to them. Put it that way. They need the blues.
Got you.
But the thing is, E, like you don't have a par meter, you know, so you don't know how much light you're actually putting into the tank, and people tend to turn up the light really bright. So if you see your corals are not like they're not doing well, you might want to turn down the blues, you know.
Gotcha.
So it's you gotta feel it out for the first month, you know. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like the other thing is Yufufu said you don't have to do 12 hours. He's right. You don't have to do 12 hours. But corals in the wild, here, I live in the Philippines, and there's no daylight saving time. I'm on the equator, so the sun comes up and down at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. every day, 365 days a year. So that's why I would recommend 12 hours. But you can say, you know, look, if you want to put 10 hours, you put 10 hours. You know, it's up to you.
Yeah, I just want to know basically, you know, a ballpark number, because I want to know. I just always wanted to know. Listen, do you have to have the white lights on? You really have to. And I always did my own research, but like I said, the way they explain things is always like, you know, they never explain clearly. Yes, you don't need no light.
We pretty much turn off the white light. We put it to 0 or very low. That's what we pretty much do. So the tank looks very blue, actually.
Gotcha.
Because and I will explain that to you. Maybe you know, give you an idea. When you dive, okay, when you're we talked about scuba diving and snorkeling. If you dive, you'll see that the spectrum of the light, everything underwater. You look at your hand, it's blue, because the light absorbs all the rest of the colors, you know. So it's the blue light that penetrates. I'm sorry, the water absorbs the rest of the colors. So it's a blue light that penetrates all the way down. So in the wild, basically in the ocean, it's the blue light that the corals are adapted to. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. So right now I have it on the low, basically the low blue. It's still blue, all blue. The tank looks nice blue, but it's on the low blue. So I will leave it like this for a few hours, and then I'll leave the max blue for a few hours, basically, and that's how you basically start training the corals, right?
I wouldn't put it on max blue. Your light looks pretty bright over there. Like I wouldn't put it on max blue. I would bring it down to like 75% for the first little while. Because if you shock your coral, you know, like if your mushroom dies in your tank, it's gonna poison your tank, you know. So with that small water volume, start low. It's not gonna die. You're gonna be okay, you know. Like I don't mean it that way. I just start your blue low, okay, and then work it up slowly, you know. Start it at 75 or 80%. That's what I would do.
Yeah, because I get the more pop with the high intensity. It looks crazy blue. It pops crazy blue. But I feel you.
See, like Calypso is saying, go manually 50%. Like it's also safe. It's also safe. You will get many different opinions, but you'll get an idea. Basically, you're going from like bring down the intensity of the light, you know, and then slowly raise it up. That's the idea. That's the whole kind of idea of using the light in salt water.
Yeah, I understand that, but I'll be seeing those lights real bright in those shops. That's why I'm telling you. Like when I go to these reef shops and stuff like that, those lights be max, but those corals be popping. Those colors be 3D. You know, so that's why when I see that, and I come home and I put my max light, and that's the effect that I get. I'll be like, oh yeah, this is how bright they be in those shops. You know what I'm saying? So they be really popping.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but let me explain something to you about that. When the intensity of the light is higher, okay, the corals need to have water parameters to go with it. So it needs to have the alkalinity and the calcium to match. They should be a little bit higher. And also, like to do that, then you will need your magnesium, because you get into the whole water chemistry thing, and I think it's information overload for you right now. Like you want to turn your lights down a little, you know, and then slowly bring them up with, you know, over like a 2-3 week period. That's the right way to go for you right now. I think so, E.
Gotcha.
Because you're not ready to deal with all the water chemistry, and then you're going to try to bring your alk up, and then you're going to want those two part, and then you're going to start, well, my alkalinity is not, my numbers are not right, and you're going to be testing every day. You're going to break your head with that. So just do water changes, and don't put your lights too bright. Like I think 50% Calypso, like I think 50% is too low. What do you think? I'd say like have them do it 75%. What do you think, bro? I'd go 75%, you know, and see how the corals react. The fish don't care about light. Like for your light, your fish don't care. You could have no light and they'll still be fine. The coral that need the light.
My corals love a blast of white lights midday. See, that's why I asked you, because, like I said, I know some corals do react different to white lights, because I've seen that too. I've seen some corals open up their pollens and all that to the white light. So I'm like, it's crazy, because
there's no white light. There's no. I can tell you right now, like his coral might be used to that, and it might be good for his corals. I'm not contradicting, but brother, there's no white light in the ocean. I'll tell you right now. Water absorbs all the other spectrum. There's only blue. Maybe at the very surface, but 5 feet down, 10 feet down, there's basically no more white light.
Gotcha. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it on that low little blue right there. It still has a nice little, like I said, nice little dark color to it, but it's more of a chill blue. The other two levels have a little more pep to them. And you can't really see it webcam, y'all, because the webcam is not showing the blue how I see the blue.
That's right. That's right. It doesn't give a fair representation on cam, because it's not like our eyes.
Yeah.
But you have us here, E. You know, like you're streaming basically every day, twice a day. You know, and if something starts to mess up, like you can just ask us, hey, you know, my mushroom's closed up, or it's getting smaller, or it's released from the rock, or my zoas are not opening up. Like, what's going on? And we'll help you. You know.
I appreciate it.
It's not bad.
Appreciate it. Vanessa says the plants absorb red and blue light no matter what plant it is.
Absolutely, but you're absolutely right. But macroalgae, it doesn't have the same. You know, there is algae inside coral, but the macroalgae grow differently and have different requirements than the coral. So anyway, you'll see that for yourself as time goes on. Like you just need to get into the hobby and like start getting used to it. But like I said, bro, I'm very happy you're in saltwater, man. Welcome to the saltwater world.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the help and the advice, y'all. Like I said, I appreciate it.
And I don't mean to contradict anybody. Y'all are welcome to jump into the chat and talk to me yourself if y'all want to. Like,
nah, I appreciate everybody.
I'm far from knowing. I don't want to come off as a know-it-all, but I just trying to give him the best information that I can, so that his you know, so that his shit don't die, and then he doesn't want to give up the saltwater hobby. You know, my tank is got diatoms and blah 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 blah, you know, and like have a lot of trouble and then just give up. So I'm just trying to take care of my boy, you know. And if you guys want to jump in and give your 2 cents, you're very welcome to. And I'm not trying to stop anybody from saying anything. So if I come off like that, I'm very sorry and I apologize right away. It's not my intention. So y'all jump in here and let's have a discussion, you know. So I'm open to that.
Yeah, I appreciate all you guys. Like I said, all you guys' advice helping me out. All you guys have amazing advice, amazing experience in this hobby. So, like I said, I appreciate it all. So I'm definitely asking y'all because I want to learn more and I want to be able to, you know, educate myself. And that's the only reason I'm not scared to ask for help or ask for advice. That's what we hear, I believe. So I want to thank you all for expressing yourselves with me. I'm going to definitely take all the proper precautions to try to do this thing correctly this time around where I can manage the system more comfortably and I can be on top of it. So we're gonna be, you know, delicate adding frags and corals to this setup. We're gonna try to take our time and do things correctly. Because I definitely want some nice color in here. Calypso says that's the type of light I have in my Nano. And what I did, I count from 0 to how many clicks for powerful. And then 5 clicks be 50%, 7 be 75. Rib says, yup, blue is 662 and red is 440. But I can tell you this much, y'all. I had this light on my last Nano, the first Nano build that I did. And I had some amazing corals and pieces over there. And this light definitely had them popping. Like I said, I'm going to definitely do it from low to bright. But I know definitely, hopefully when the time comes and I have that bright on, you're going to see some real amazing color popping out this little cube right here. Vanessa says, good luck. Sounds like Rip and a few others got you on the salt tank. Yes, thank you, Vanessa. You already know we love a little bit of everything. Love this amazing hobby and everyone that's in it. Frank's tank.
You know, I've been doing salt water for a long time, and I had my own coral farm in Montreal. So
that's dope,
like look, I'm far from knowing everything, but I have a little bit of experience. So, you know, the only thing that I just don't want is I just don't want your tank to mess up and then you give up. You know, that's the only thing, because I know what the dangers are. So I'm just trying to keep you on the right track, and you know, I'm just trying to help you, brother. That's all I'm trying to do.
I appreciate it. This is what you was talking about, right?
Sorry, my mic was off. That's a hydrometer. Yeah, exactly. When you take a reading with that, you have to make sure there's no air bubbles on that little needle.
Yeah, I know.
You tap it, and you get the air bubbles off of that.
Yeah, it has a little hole here to make sure that the bubbles won't come in.
Yeah, Ian, I'm very happy you got your saltwater stuff, man. And that's a nice tank, bro. Really, it's a really nice tank for a small little nice tank. Very nice, man. Wow.
Yeah, I wanted to be able to enjoy a Nano tank, but I didn't want to have something too big where the wife is gonna go crazy and start flipping out. Like I told you, something small and this and that. You already got all these damn built-in one Nano tanks everywhere. So I went over there and I said, you know what? I like the cube look. It doesn't take too much space. And this little 5-gallon cube look like it has like a little dimension to it where I could get the little aquascape and go on dirt and still enjoy a couple of fish.
What makes a tank like this easy for basically for everybody listening, you know, like if you all want to get into salt water, you don't really need to run any kind of like other equipment like a skimmer, calcium reactor, auto top off. Well, you might want to run an auto top off later, but
I don't know if you guys
sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, yeah, I don't know if you guys heard of this before, but it's called like the glass skimmer. I thought about getting it. It's like a small little glass skimmer that it comes and you put it right inside either the filter, the back of the hang over the back filter, or you could put it right there in the side, like where I have the power head at. It's called the glass. It's called a glass skimmer. It's a small little skinny, cool skimmer that they create to hang over the back doses. It's awesome, man.
This tank is new, so right now you don't need a skimmer. You can save your money on that right now. You can get that like a month, like you probably even go 3 months. On this tank, you will be doing water changes to correct your parameters. That's what I was trying to tell you before. You don't need to run any kind of other stuff. You change your water, it's like small enough water volume that if you change half, even if you change half the water, it's only 2.5 gallons. Wow, it's so too small. So you can get away with regulating all your water parameters with just a water change. You know, so you don't really need a skimmer right now. Like 3 months later, you can get it. You can wait for that because it's going to cost you money.
So you recommend like weekly water changes?
I would say like do 20% water change every week.
All right.
That's what I would, and see how it goes. You know, like if your bio load for your particular tank is higher and you need more often, then you adjust. But start off like that. You know.
Gotcha.
Later on, like he's saying like won't get an ATO. Like he's right. Like it's not absolutely necessary.